Mi u automobilizmu kalendarsku novu godinu ne beležimo od 1. januara, već po pravilu od 3. januara kada startuje Dakar reli. Već 8. put on startuje u Saudijskoj Arabiji. Za razliku od prošle godine gde smo krenuli iz centralne pustinje Saudijske Arabije iz Biše, ove godine je premešten start relija na Crveno more. Nalazimo se u gradu Yanbu. Naša ekipa Vrele Gume je naravno na pravom mestu u pravo vreme. Evo nas uz nekih 800 takmičara i takmičarki Dakar relija i preko 2000 osoba koje su pomoćno osoblje ovog relija. Inače, ovogodišnji Dakar je nikad teži, nikad stroži, nikad izazovniji. Vozit će se 8000 km uglavnom po kamenjarima i pustinjama Saudijske Arabije, od toga 5000 km su brzinski testovi. Pa zamislite da 5000 km vozite po pustinji i kamenju, najbrže što može da ide vaš automobil, a to je u ovom slučaju i 150 pa i više kilometara na sat. Možemo slobodno reći da u ovom automobilskom svetu, gde je sve postalo glamur, reflektori, crveni tepisi, Dakar reli još uvek drži onu srž prave muške, a možemo kažemo i ženske borbe, zajedno sa tehnologijom protiv surove prirode Saudijske Arabije. U nastavku emisije pogledajte šta smo zabeležili u bivku Dakar relija 2026. Koliko uspem uopšte da nađem Lidiju ili ona kada se dočepa ovog peska, pustinje, mirisa adrenalina i benzina, postane prava pustinska lisica. Lidija, gde si?
Bonjour David.
Vous allez bien?
Oui. Et vous? Merci pour ça.
Avec plaisir.
Merci beaucoup. Naše veliko zadovoljstvo danas je da ovi izveštaji sa Dakar relija počnemo sa direktorom trke, gospodinom Davidom Kasterom. Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour.
Les routes du Dakar. Comment trouvez-vous l'équilibre entre difficulté extrême et sécurité sans perdre l'âme du rallye? C'est une bonne question?
Oui, c'est une question. C'est pas une question facile. Non, mais c'est une vraie question parce qu'en fait, c'est toujours quelque chose de compliqué à faire parce que c'est difficile de se rendre compte quand on va tracer. D'abord, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Nous, on trace sur des images satellites. Donc sur Google Earth, par exemple, vous voyez?
Vous utilisez des images satellites?
Toujours des images satellites pour commencer à dire, on va aller là, on va essayer ça, parce qu'on va aller, il faut qu'on aille du point A au point B. Quand j'ai déterminé toutes les villes, d'abord il y a une partie, les villes. Quand j'ai toutes les villes, les bivouacs, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire à l'intérieur? Et donc là, sur les images satellites, je commence à travailler, et faire attention à ça, c'est l'équilibre de la difficulté, de la sécurité, de ne pas avoir trop long, trop court, mais en même temps, il faut que j'ai la bonne difficulté pour que les concurrents ils soient challengés. Donc en fait, je joue tout le temps avec ça. Alors, je me sers beaucoup de mon expérience, évidemment, je suis là depuis longtemps.
Combien de temps?
Ça fait plus de 20 ans que je fais ce métier.
Et combien de temps?
C'est une année, c'est le travail d'une année. Complète,
vraiment?
Complète. Aujourd'hui, j'ai déjà décidé le parcours 2027. Si vous voulez. J'ai déjà les villes de départ, villes d'arrivée, toutes les étapes.
Incroyable.
Et j'ai déjà commencé parce qu'il faut le créer sur le papier. Après, il faut le valider avec les autorités. Et après, il faut aller sur le terrain avec des voitures pour regarder ce qu'on a fait. Est-ce que c'est bien? Est-ce que c'est long? Est-ce que c'est trop rapide? Est-ce que c'est trop technique? Est-ce que c'est trop dangereux? Qu'est-ce qui va se passer? Est-ce que je peux y aller avec un hélicoptère? Est-ce que je peux amener de l'essence au bout de 200 km pour ravitailler? Donc il faut que je vérifie que tout ça fonctionne. Et ça, on fait ça au mois de mars, avril, mai, juin. Après, il fait très chaud, donc on rentre. Juillet, août, je donne le parcours aux autorités qui disent oui, non, monsieur Castera, ça il faut changer, ça il faut pas y aller. Là, il y a une zone militaire, là, il y a des panneaux solaires, là, il y a Ramco qui a un gazoduc. Donc je fais les changements. Et je reviens au mois de septembre jusqu'à décembre avec toutes mes équipes pour écrire le fameux roadbook. Je ne sais pas si vous l'avez vu encore, mais voilà, tout le petit roadbook. Et ça, c'est une autre équipe qui vient. Et après, là, on est dans la finalisation du parcours, mais c'est une année de travail.
Vous n'êtes pas seul, c'est un team.
Non, moi je ne travaille pas tout seul.
Combien?
Aujourd'hui que je suis devenu directeur, je travaille moins qu'avant. C'est la force des directeurs, je crois. Mais il faut avoir des belles équipes pour travailler et pour que le travail se fasse. Avant, j'étais directeur adjoint, donc je faisais toujours le parcours, j'étais toujours sur le terrain. Aujourd'hui, j'ai beaucoup d'hommes qui travaillent. J'ai une 50aine de personnes qui travaillent juste à la construction du parcours, uniquement le sport. Parce qu'après, il y a la presse, il y a la logistique, il faut
Oui,
amener
oui.
tout ça, il faut mettre... Donc toutes les équipes, c'est encore plus de monde, mais la partie sportive, elle est gérée par 50 personnes.
Donc, où s'est située aujourd'hui la ligne rouge, le moment où vous dites c'est trop dangereux même pour le Dakar?
Oui, je l'ai parce que mais ça, c'est moi qui l'ai dans ma tête et dans mon expérience parce que je sais ce qu'on peut faire, je sais ce qu'on peut pas faire en termes de vitesse, en termes de parcours trop dangereux. Il y a ça où il y a aussi le plaisir qui joue pour moi. C'est-à-dire que j'allie le plaisir de tous les concurrents. Ils sont venus chercher une certaine aventure et difficulté, mais il y a aussi une forme de plaisir. Mais ce plaisir, ils l'ont dans la difficulté. Donc c'est toujours un peu difficile. C'est comme quelqu'un qui monte l'Everest. Le plaisir, il est où? C'est dur, il fait froid, mais ici c'est pareil. C'est dur, c'est compliqué, mais il y a ce plaisir qui existe parce que ces gens qu'on ne comprend pas toujours, ils ont besoin de ça. Donc moi, la ligne rouge, je l'ai dans ma tête, je sais combien de kilomètres je peux faire, je sais combien de temps je peux les garder sur une moto, je sais sur quel type de terrain, et donc je sais enlever des kilomètres, en rajouter ou enlever du caillou, mettre des pistes rapides, et là je joue avec tout ça.
Quand vous créez une étape, pensez-vous aux hommes et aux machines?
Oui, toujours. Les machines, parce que je sais les types de terrain qu'elles peuvent faire ou pas faire. Et les hommes, en fonction, ce qu'on disait tout à l'heure, c'est combien de kilomètres, la gestion du temps, la gestion des kilomètres et de la difficulté pour faire attention de ne pas tomber dans l'excès.
Parce que c'est une question, parce que il y a quelque chose de similaire entre Dakar et Vendée Globe.
Oui, exactement. Et moi,
c'est la même émotion, je crois.
Je pense, ils sont tout seuls, c'est long, c'est pénible, mais il y a quelque chose, je le dis pareil pour l'Everest ou pour pourquoi faire ça? Parce que voilà, il y a ce besoin au fond de soi de cette souffrance, mais cette souffrance, c'est parce qu'on se connaît aussi, on connaît son corps, on sait qu'on connaît nos limites, on s'entraîne toute l'année, et on a besoin d'aller chercher ça, et de se lancer des défis.
Moderni Dakar je poznat po tome da ne traži samo snagu, već taktiku, izdržljivost i pre svega glavu. Može li malo poznati indijski brend, a jedan od najvećih svetskih proizvođača motocikala, povesti ovde glavnu reč?
Hello, Ross. So you're a true legend, first African, first Indian bike, so this is really more than history.
Thank you very much for having me on the show, and yeah, this is amazing. You know, this is our racing machine. We've got a Hero 450cc bike, developed in India, and we've got a whole universal team behind us. We've got guys from Portugal, we've got guys from Spain, we've got guys from Germany, from India, we've got everywhere. So we're very lucky, such a young team and having some good results, winning the World Championship in 2024 is absolutely incredible. So we've got our 450cc machine here. We've had a lot of changes from last year to this year. We've changed the tanks, the front tanks are different. The weight is all down at the bottom of the bike now instead of last year where it was a little bit out in the front here. The bike is a lot thinner, so it's easier to control and handle better. And obviously we've taken a little bit of weight away, so the bike is lighter. It gets from 0 to 160 a lot quicker. The bike is in incredible condition, and we're looking forward to a great 2026 Dakar.
You have a very good tactic and orientation in desert. Is it because you're a pilot or you're talented or what?
I think it's, definitely being a pilot helps. Everything is on distance and cap heading. So, the only difference with navigating an aeroplane or navigating a bike, there's no rocks to hit up in the sky. So it definitely helps, but it's also obviously my background being from Botswana. We've got a lot of open desert there and a lot of nice terrain to ride in. So, I just also really love what I do. And when you enjoy life and when you enjoy your job, then it makes things a little bit easier. So really happy to do what I'm doing and looking forward to a great 2 weeks of racing.
Could you show us what the kids from your surrounding...
Sure thing, come over.
How did they send you? What did they do?
So, it's... in the mornings in Saudi Arabia, it gets super cold from 0 degrees downwards, and we have to start riding early in the morning. So we get to get an oversuit, which goes over all our racing protective stuff. I went to the school and I asked them one question: what does Botswana mean to you? And I asked them to draw it on a piece of paper. And we had 300 drawings, as you can see, what it meant to the kids and what it means to them, what Botswana means to them. And we got Mirror to make a suit for us and just showcase what our young kids of Botswana were drawing. And after the Dakar rally, we're going to put this up on auction, and all the proceeds and all the money will go to a children's charity from Botswana, just to give back a little bit. And it's really special. I have something from home with me here at the Dakar.
Of course. Push that gas or brain? What is...
Switch off the brain and open the gas.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Te moćne mašine greju dušu i zaustavljaju dah, a evo i upoznavanja sa dvostrukim Dakar šampionom.
How does it, please, explain me?
It is simple, it is not simple. So first the right leg here, left leg here, and then you can stand here. When you go in, just go sideways because of all the devices we have, so you don't scrap yourself, you know, or get injured or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Go right.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Martin.
Hello there.
It's a great honor to be here with you. Is it easier to attack, to win, or to defend?
The first title was something what we were like working for so many years. So it was kind of relief at the end. And I must say that, yes, mentally it is easier to attack. If you talk about the second win, to defend something, it's the mental game. It's that, you know that everybody is hunting you. You know that everybody expects that you will win, and this is really hard for your head. You need to stay calm. You need to have a great crew, great team, etc. And we did that, So for me, it was that step, like.
So that means that it's is it different now? Will you drive different this 2026 than the previous one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I must say that I learned somehow a style of driving which I have, which is a little bit different from the others. And at that point I managed to be fast enough to be good in Dakar style of driving. So what does it mean is basically, if you'll be somewhere for one weekend, you can make a sprint. You can go really fast on the edge of the vehicle. But if you are doing Dakar, which is 14 days and 8,000 kilometers, this is a different story. You need to go fast, of course, but you need to know how to handle the vehicle, how to handle all, kinds of terrains and weather condition, and the crew inside, how to help navigator, and navigator help to you, then the communication with mechanic, how you take care of the truck, because there's only one slice, like, I don't know, he will make a mistake with the inflation of the tire. And then we don't climb that hill, and maybe we could flip on the side if we don't do that. That's one-time deal, and it's done. The Dakar is done, and you cannot win it, So make 8,000 kilometers on the road without a single mistake. It's impossible. It's almost impossible.
Do you have tensions inside the crew?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. We are arguing, especially my navigator. We are arguing every day.
So that means normal. That you have a passion.
Yes.
High tension.
Yes, adrenaline. Everything is floating inside. Yeah. And you go full in it, really.
Okay.
Oh,
so please.
Yes.
Teach us. How does it work? What are you doing here? So you are a driver,
yes,
sitting in a driver's seat. I'm your navigator,
yes.
And who is this?
Mechanic. Let's say race mechanic. We call it.
Yeah. So you start the engine, and
yes.
What happens then?
Look, steering wheel I don't have to explain. We have, of course, lots of buttons, but that's just like double buttons to be faster, I would say, by controlling the truck. But then you start it, and basically everything should be running on itself. Of course, I have to put 4x4, because you are racing always 4x4. I can lock both axles, but I'm not using it unless it is necessary,
So
I would say.
This is differential lock?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see front differential lock and rear differential lock.
Okay.
This is just spare button, and this is just stabilizer. What does it mean is basically we have a stabilizer, which means that the truck is much more stable with it on, so it's locked and it holds, the moving of the truck, the inclining and declining on the sides.
Okay, how do you attack dunes?
With it, for sure, and then you always attack the dunes straight forward, and then on the top, because we have the nose, with the truck without the nose, you don't have to.
8.5 tons?
Yes, approximately. 8760 is the minimum weight we have as a homologation thing, and then on the top you have to like always do that move, that move to go around. Yeah, like surfing, you have to do like bop. And then again, or on the other side, you can do both ways, and it really depends on the size of the dune. So you actually asked like the toughest terrain for trucks, dunes, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it why? Because of the very long distance between axes?
Nope, just 10 tons. That's it.
Okay.
Because once you decide to go up, you cannot go back. So with a car or with motorbike, you can stop and you can do something. Even with a car, with any car you have like T1 Plus, you can just go sideways on the dune, or you can decide to go there or there. It doesn't work, you go down and again. But with the truck, you cannot play like that. You have 10 tons and you have 3 meters. So what does it mean? When I have the speed, I can go sideways and then go up. But if I don't have enough speed, I would fall down.
That means you always have to balance speed.
Yes, correct.
And to calculate
where is the edge of the dune? Yes. How fast I'm going. Slow down, then hit the edge, but not jump, but still be as fast as possible, and then you go over and again. The best way is to work with your tires. Dunes and tires. That's
really?
something what is very important. Yeah. It's about the quality of the tires, that's first thing, and the second thing is about the pressure in the tires.
Really?
Yes.
Explain us the pressure.
So, as a category, we are allowed to decrease and increase the pressure from inside. So my mechanic, he can decrease and increase anytime. So he's playing all the time.
What? So where is he playing with?
Yeah, on the left side here, you can see that. So you turn on any wheel, and then you put pressure in. That's
deflate.
Exactly.
He's doing that from the inside.
From the inside, all the time, all 4 wheels. And then when he will tell me like, I have 2.5 or 2.2 bars, then straight ahead and we are going to the dune. And then he's playing, because when you enter the dunes, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's soft. It really depends.
Your energy reminds me on Novak Djokovic energy.
Okay,
so it's very interesting to talk to you. So I think wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
Final question is, what do you expect? Which stage will be the trickiest one?
Number 6.
Uvijek mi je majka govorila, nemoj sine sedeti na ivici stola, nećeš se oženiti, ne pevaj, dok jedeš jer ćeš imati ludu ženu. Lidija?
Uvijek je gore nego što izgleda, nikad nije onako kako izgleda.
Gledam na ovom meniju, vidim, kaže, bif šavarma, riba, šta jedem? Pa evo ga, bif šavarma, kako smo rekli, piletina, malo salate i stavili su mi povrća greškom nešto ovde. I Lidija?
Ja isto jedem piletinu i šavarmu od junetine i divim se zapravo ovom cateringu saudijskom koji je spojio njihovu tradicionalnu gostoprimljivost sa veštinom kuvanja u pustinji. Jer oni svaki dan treba da naprave 9000 obroka za 3000 ljudi u ovom bivku i to da bude ukusno, da poštuju različite religijska ograničenja.
I nutricionističke, što bi rekli, vrednosti, ono da upare jedno s drugim. Ali dodao bi možda još najznačajniju stvar, a to je da će ova kuhinja preći 8000 km zajedno sa celom ovom svitom vozača i vozila. Dakle, nije lako nahraniti 3000 ljudi na 13 različitih lokacija na 8000 km.
Što samo govori o sebi da je ovo jedna fantastična organizacija. Mi sada pričamo samo o kuhinji, a gde je ostala logistika, goriva, komunikacija, svega.
How are you?
How are you?
One.
Mnogo je novih šampiona Dakara, ali legende se vraćaju. I to ne bilo koje, već legenda nad legendama Dakara opet startuje ove godine sa novom energijom, u novoj klasi. Jednostavno, to je čovjek kojemu žilama teče mešavina krvi, adrenalina i ovog pustinskog peska. Upoznajmo ga.
Welcome back. Hello, Peter. We are your huge fans. Welcome back.
Thank you, thanks a lot.
Tell me, what is the emotion?
First of all, because you know it's a big part of my life is the Dakar.
I know.
I did 35, and I like competing, and I like to ride and drive in the middle of the desert. But also, I'm really happy to join to be back with this project, Defender. It's a super nice project with a brand new car in a new category. So I'm really happy to be back.
Do you have any comments on car? Is it okay?
This morning it was just a small check down. It's mean that just a test before the big start, and everything was perfect. And now we drive with Defender in the stock category. It means that its car is really close to the production car.
Okay.
It's not a prototype. It's a new category, and so it's a little bit like the first Dakar a long time ago.
Oh.
Back to the roots of original Dakar with a normal car, and with Defender, it's super nice.
That makes your heart beating harder.
Yes.
Wish you good luck.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
And the rest you have.
We'll see.
Thank you. Bye.
Prošlogodišnji debitant Dakara u super sportskoj klasi Dacia Sandriders nije imala sreće, možemo tako reći.
Did you fasten that spare tire this year?
Yes. Last year it was cost, winning Dakar,
I know,
But okay,
that's why I'm asking.
This year we have a better bracket and strong, and I hope we don't lose it.
We wish you Serbia is
Thank
really
you,
your
thank
big
you so
fan.
much, thank
Please tell me, what are the changes on the car?
We change the roof.
The roof?
Scoop, yes. We call like the what is called the sun.
Yes?
Yeah, the sunroof. Yes, sunroof. But the cars look like really pretty with a little bit change, and we are really so happy.
Thank you very much. I wish you to take care of those bushes.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Is it possible that Dacia handles your mistakes?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we are doing a difficult race. We pass through difficult tracks. We can hit big rocks and big things. And when we come back to the service, most of the time the car is very damaged. But we have a very good team, very good mechanics and engineers, and they take care of the car so much. And we are glad to have them in the team.
What stage will be do you expect to be most difficult for you?
I mean, all the stages are super difficult and depends on the situation, but normally the most difficult is the marathons, because you don't have assistance of your mechanics and engineers. You need to take care of your car, to be like slow in the stages and to take care of the car during all these kilometers, and most of the time these stages are the most difficult.
Iz godine u godinu kineskih takmičara je sve više na Dakaru. Nisu među favoritima, ali spremni su da uče. Za koju godinu, znate već, a i sve svoje sa sobom nose, pa tako i pripremaju hranu.
Mene ne bi iznenadilo da Kina za nekoliko godina napravi pandan ovakvom takmičenju u pustinji Gobi, na primjer.
Oko 800 takmičara i 2000 ljudi iz prateće organizacije moraju negde prenoćiti ovih 14 dana. Nekom je život majka, nekom je maćeha. Jedni će spavati u luksuznim kamperima, drugi u šatorima. Vjerojatno i po kamionima i automobilima. Još jedan dokaz da je Dakar pravi ispit ne samo tehnike, tehnologije, već i ljudske volje, pre svega. U konkursu biramo najlepše šatore, pa i najpraktičnije. Pobeđuje, pogodite, Dačija. Evo nas na kraju ovog našeg uvodnog izveštaja o Dakar reliju 2026. koji još uvek traje. Lidija, boga mi, naradila si se.
Trudili smo se da odaberemo za vas najzanimljivije takmičare. Ne najbolje, ne najuspešnije ili već nego ljude koji imaju energiju i strast prema Dakaru.
A mi se spremamo sada dalje u Saudijsko-Arabijsku pustinju Mercedesom GLC. U narednoj epizodi ćete pogledati gde smo sve stigli i šta smo obišli po bespućima Saudijske Arabije sa ovim automobilom. Žili!
Doviđenja!